Hi, welcome to Mystic Moons. How is everyone today? Uh, we're mid-spring, feels good. Lots of things happening, lots of things. And we're going to go to the Diddy trial again because it seems to be something that's going to be around for a while, right? A while. And we say a while, we mean that it's going to keep its particulars. I mean, it's like almost like a ticking time bomb. It's like who's going to go down? Now they just can't let Diddy out just on domestic violence against his ex-girlfriend, right? That's not the purpose of it. I mean, the purpose is, of course, is to titillate people with a lot of sexual activity. And since this is the United States and it's still is a patriarchal community. That's what the male who has free for all opportunities, sexual opportunities. I mean, everything is sex, 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 sex and medications. That's what it is, right? That's what it is. But anyway, today we're going to take this statement that was released to the press recently, and so it's my subscribers. Thank you for taking this little trip to find out if Justin Bieber was sexually abused by Diddy. He said, I was not a victim. Now, let's put on our big boy pants and big girl pants, and let's look at this psychically as well as realistically. Now, we do know that P. Diddy, is pervert. He's a pervert, right? Now, in fact, we'll just cleanse the air so we just get some kind of methodology behind this whole thing. All right, now let's go look at this just logically. Because I mean, justice is always, there's a reason with justice. It's reasonable to think that justice has a reason. And it's not always what it seems to be or hyped up to be, right? So anyway, welcome subscribers. And if you're here to take this journey of just realistically, psychically looking at the situation, I mean, we're not going to believe everything. The sky is falling, the grass is pink and everything else like that. Yes, and my Siamese cat says, no, we're going to look at this. This is very male-centric. Now, Cassie, she's been up there for a couple of days on the stand. Okay, she's heavily pregnant, blah, blah. And she's been not really shown in the best light. Now, so far, Diddy comes looking like a sweetheart. Yuck, yuck. But he's saying, this is my business. Okay. Now, where's the racketeering and where's the money laundering and et cetera, and sex trafficking coming in? And that's where we get to Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, 15 years old, hanging out with a 40-something-year-old man who has been around wires, been around the mattresses, been in the corners and the alleyways, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, Justin Bieber said he's not a victim. He's not a victim. Okay, but I would imagine anybody, even spending any 16-year-old, 15-year-old spending half an hour in the company alone with a man like P. Diddy would be a victim of something, ear abuse, mind abuse, some kind of abuse. You just don't do that. And don't tell me adult to adult can't smell out something that stinks as much as, when you ooze, right? Quiet. My kitty cat is agreeing. So let's just say, did he just say that statement to throw everybody off? And yes, he has a right to his own privacy, granted. However, Justin Bieber is a public character, a public figure. He gets his energy from the public. He gives off his energy, for whatever reasons, to the public. And if he keeps quiet on this, he's keeping quiet on this for, obviously, we can all guess, financial reasons. Essentially. No. Quiet. Oh, my pussycat just wants to get involved in this. All right, well, I'll switch him out in a little bit. Now, did Justin Bieber, did he say, I'm not a victim because he was a victim? And we've all seen tapes of him, like the uncomfortable little, high schooler hanging out with his decadent pervert. And we read the body language, we saw this, we saw that, and of course, we're not supposed to trust our eyes and instincts and what we do know about adult men and young needy boys. We do know young needy pretty boys. We all know this. We know this, right? We know it. I mean, would you let I'm not even going to go there. We're just going to see Justin Bieber. Did he? Oh, this kid. Hold on a second. Let's just switch it here. Say it. Well, I had to switch kitties. Because they make a lot of noise. And I just want to not be disturbed right now. So let's just take this trip. So buckle down. Once you're on that psychic space shuttle, because we are going to go to, where should we go to? I wouldn't want to go to P. Diddy's jail cell in Brooklyn. Let's go to Justin Bieber's world. All right, let's just take a trip on his plane, on his planet. So welcome aboard, get on board the space shuttle, and buckle up. Put on those psychic caps, and let's not fall for storyline, okay? Let's not just pretend that the sky is falling and we don't see it, right? So let's see now, Justin Bieber. Let's see now. Let's take it. Are you feeding us a storyline? Are you feeding? Did he do you? Did he abuse you? Did you enact? Were you sexually assaulted by? I'm closing my eyes for this. This is purely. All right. Were you sexually abused by Diddy? I don't want to say the word, even though it's everything, all the trials. I mean, Trump's trial a couple years ago, wasn't that about penis? Now we have another penis because that's the only kind of trials that make any attention, even though the world is facing calamity after calamity, blah, blah. We're just talking about penis because that's our society right now. That's our level of development. And we should exactly reduce our speculation in time and energy. Now, Justin Bieber, which one? This one. Take 2 on this one. All right. Now, the next card we'll pick, I'm going to open my eyes. And even though my cards are quite worn, I'm going to say this one. All right. Now, therefore, we have picked a number of cards, and we're going to see, is Justin Bieber a victim? A victim. Did he sexually abuse him? Okay, the first thing we have is the Fool. Well, this card is, we could take it at face value as being something that could be anything or manipulated to be any particular degree. The Fool. Flexibility, versatility, growth, youth, many things. All right. Many things. All right. The next thing we'll see is an upside down King of Pentacles. Well, accented by strength. That's almost as though taking advantage of someone because telling them that they'll get this, they'll get that, but they did not really get that in their heart, inside. And to keep on doing something because the possibility that they might get riches, they might get the key. keep on trucking. This is almost like a king, the king, reverse king of coins with the strength card, keep on trucking, a keep on trucking type of thing. In other words, we could have someone who is very young being led astray by someone who is promising them the sun, moon, and stars that they themselves would own. Wow. That does seem like, the age gap, the fool. I would take the fool almost as a literal minor, in this case, the young Bieber. And then we have the king of coins, the king of pentacles reversed. It was was the sacrifice, was the experience worth the gain? The loss represent the gain. And I would say this does stimulate or add to the weight that the strength card that Justin Bieber is in that quandary, in that river, in that tightrope of wandering, of balance. And here we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords. Well, I would say that it does feel as though here we have the Fool, we have the reverse of the King of Pentacles, accented by the Strength card, and yes, the Three of, yes, I think he was. This is very like pinpointing he was sexually abused by Diddy. And the point of the matter of the whole trial seems to be there's got to be some shedding. You know what I mean? Some shedding. And the shedding itself is, there has to be some fall guys, plural. Because, his parties went on for quite some time. Lots of high profile, everybody that went there as a guest was high profile. Now, who is going to be like a bowling alley pins, And Diddy is the bowling ball, right? Or the trial itself. Who's going to be taken down? Who's going to be eliminated? Who's going to be sacrificed? And we do see that here we have, in Justin Bieber's case, we have the Three of Swords. That's a whole lot of something. For somebody who got lucky, great talent, good appearance, they had gigs, they made lots of money, why would there be sorrow? There are poor people on drugs everywhere, especially in New York State and other places that, drugs are legal, tranquilizers, antidepressants, mood enhancers. It goes on and on and on and on. Living is rough today when you have no money, but at least when you have money and success and notoriety, it should be a little easier, shouldn't it? This is ominous. Look, we have the Death card. Transformation. Well, we have the Fool. What are these cards? We have the Fool. We have the Fool. Right? Then we have the King of Pentacles. Reverse King of Pentacles, which means the wealth and the riches did not get their desired effect, especially when it's accented by a straight up strength. Meaning, hang in there, go do it, go do this, go do that, go do this, go do that. Yeah, you just got to do it a few more times. Boy, can't you just see this 41-year-old man sending out a teenager, a cute one, to do things? And the eagerness of the Fool, the adaptability to do it without any strong parental guidance or any other guidance. And then we have scenes, the stuff that happened. And we can even commend here death being the transformational card to what? He made something out of himself. He became what? He wants to move on. However, when you sign those contracts, will the society let him move on forward? And to what? As long as he keeps posting, he keeps this, he keeps that, he keeps in denial. Look at the way Casey, her whole thing. Cassie. Look at her case. She's going to be a mother in a few months. She was already paid off to be, financially. And yet she's being run through the mill like a processing plant. A processing plant. Well, I can see that most people use your common sense. It seems that this death transformation, now he is able somewhat to put all of this behind him, and that's good. However, this is just dragging it all up and saying, I was never a victim. If you were never a victim, it's unbelievable, because a 15-year-old under the hands of a man twice plus his age, a pervert such as Diddy, you were the victim. Come clean, Justin, because, there are evidence out there. And it's better to come clean now while you still have quite a lot of living to do, so you can get on with your life. Here we have the death card. Now, shall we take this as a transformation or the end of Diddy? Well, Diddy this isn't about the end of Diddy. This is Justin Bieber, the fool, the upside down, inverted king of pentacles. And we have the strength card, and we have the three of swords, and we have the death card. Well, I think we could answer that. I think psychically it doesn't seem like a clean washing machine, does it? No, it doesn't. I think that we could say that certain things happened. Certain nasty things happened. Certain things that no human, young person should have to go through. Yeah. Let's clean the air and wish him the best. But the answer is obvious. Well, we can just hope that someone like Diddy gets his full something or other. What do they call it? Excuse me. Now, there's something really strange going on. And they're going to find certain people to discard. Well, until the next time, the answer is perfectly, you can see it. Well, until the next time, the answer is clear. You can see that something nasty things did happen. And to pretend they did not happen, that's going to be the case. It's not a case to be tried. So until the next time, we take this adventure of just a truth adventure, a psychic adventure. Watch your children, watch your teenagers, watch the people around you. Look out for them.